rolling. Hey, what's up guys, how are you doing? Bonnie here. So what we're going to do today is I've played a game with Laser, and I'm just gonna be having a voiceover over my game to talk about the decisions that I've been making and stuff like that. So let's set this up on 2x. So again, I'm playing with the Laser, and let's see what I'm going to do here. Speed it up a little bit. So going on the right side, just clearing minions. So the reason why I'm doing jungle here, for example, is because if you look on the right hand side, I've already taken the minions. Yeah. The next set of minions are at my tier 2 tower, therefore the next set of minions of the enemy are at the tier 2 tower, therefore it takes a little while for them to actually come in range for me to kill them essentially. So if you didn't know, before 10 minutes the tower has protection, so you can only do 50% of the damage to the tower, therefore it's not really worth for me to actually hit the tower. Might as well grab myself an extra 180 gold from this camp here and then wait for the minions that are coming in, especially that I'm able to kill them quite quickly and I don't really lose that much HP. I only lost like 40 HP, so it's quite okay. Get the minions here and then look about. Now I can actually hit the tower because there's no jungle camps close because I just killed it. So just get the minions and now you can get some hits into the tower. Somebody came in here. So if you see, if you look back here, go 10 to, if you look at the minimap, there we go. Even though I'm not actually looking at him, I can see him on the minimap, so therefore this allows me time to plan accordingly, unless he's actually getting the drop on me extremely quickly, which he doesn't, which he should. So I see him on the minimap and I'm able to respond effectively, not take too much damage. Baited out that toxic grenade, just go back because he's playing grenade launcher. Lately has been a quick small discussion about how good grenade launchers are. As I've said before, all the guns are good and all the guns have a purpose in this game. All the items have a purpose in this game. All the abilities have a purpose in this game. It just depends on different variables that come with different games, different players and different encounters in the game. Grenade launchers are strong. They have a really, you can get to be playing okay with them at the beginner level, but they have an extremely high sky ceiling. So let's say if we have hand cannon and grenade launcher, in terms of how effective a player is going to be in the beginning as if they were at the same level. For example, grenade launcher and hand cannon will be here, for example, because hand cannon is extremely hard to play with overall. Yes, it's very powerful, but as the skill ceiling increases, grenade launcher goes up and hand cannon, for example, catches. Is just the same principle like that with other guns. They're just very good at different things. Grenade launcher is very good up close, very good at clearing minions, but they've got a very bad weakness, which is not being able to push. And this game is about killing the enemy's base and taking the Nexus down. So you need pushing guns in order to achieve that, but it doesn't mean that, for example, the grenade launcher doesn't have the role within a team composition. So they're not overpowered, they're strong, they're good at different things, as opposed to other guns that are also very good at different things. So grenade launcher rant over. Get the minions. Jungle camp spawned. Again, this quickly because there's nothing for me to do, because there is 2 people here. There is no more wave of minions, because as I took the decision to go and do the jungle camp, the minions were at tier 2, so therefore the enemy minions were at tier 2 as well. If I came anywhere close to the tower, I would just die from these 2 players. So I would just rather take the alternative of extra resources by taking a jungle camp. I also needed a little bit more gold for 2500, which is my level 3 weapon. Now that I've pushed right side's about even, checking out made. This game I kind of played a bit more aggro, let's say, just like going a bit more to just like kind of kill people rather than split pushing, for example. So after 10 minutes we're able to push this tower very effectively. As you can see, I'm doing about 60 damage per hit, which is quite a lot, but that's because the protection of the tower is down after 10 minutes. So as you can see here, GekMK is running grenade launcher. He can't really do much unless he's just cleaning minions. If he peeks out, he's just going to get shot. He can't do anything because he's playing grenade launcher. So it's an up close gun, and again, it's strong at different things, but so are the other guns strong at different things as well. So most of the long range guns just counter grenade launcher unless your playstyle is really good and able to flank the long range weapons and get close to them. So let's get minions, and 2200 money for 2 abilities, which I'm going to go. I'm gonna go damage boost and incendiary rounds, just maximize my damage as hard as possible because I have a lot of resources on me, and they're playing the grenade launcher. One is playing laser and as well, but I'm very confident in my ability that I'm able to face them, and yeah, I don't mind being full damage, especially with the laser, because I know how to position correctly and just kill them. I'm wary here of the grenade launcher guy because again I don't want to get flanked, because that's my weakness with the laser up close battles, against the grenade launcher at least, and against the shotgun, and that's why I kind of was wary there on the right hand side. Quickly get the tower on mid, nothing fancy. And I'm pushing here because again, the main guy that I see contesting me is the grenade launcher guy. I don't see the other guys coming in to fight me, so he's most likely the only one that's going to be contesting me. This is one variable of the game that allows me to play the way that I am. There's going to be a lot more different kind of play styles that you have to be able to adapt to depending on who you're facing and what guns they have, what items they're running, and so on and so forth. So I'm able to just trade with them here in the mid lane because one is running a grenade launcher and the other one... there we go. I think I saw him on the minimap here. Did I? There we go. So if you see, I'm always playing in the safe position. I'm always playing whenever I'm fighting people. I'm never out in the open unless I'm like aiming at them. I always play with the walls. I hug the walls, hug the towers, hug anything that will able to give me cover when I'm reloading, where if I'm like peeking, shooting 1-2 shots, move up to the wall, take cover, move, take 1-2 more shots, so on and so forth. I'm always playing with cover. So in this position here, just happens to actually see him before he showed me on the minimap, and I'm able to plan position accordingly. So because I saw him first, I am able to plan and react, well, essentially quicker than he is. So if you look carefully what I'm doing here, I'm not going to him 100% like this. So this has been about 1.5 seconds. I've seen him already. I'm not rushing him straight away. I need a little bit of time to plan. Okay, how am I going to play out? There's a guy to my right side, there's a guy to my left side, so how am I going to play this? So the reason why I'm going here is because he's got a grenade launcher, yeah? But I'm on the high ground. It's very hard to aim with a grenade launcher when somebody's got higher ground than you. It's a very different story if the roles are reversed. If the grenade launcher has high ground, it's extremely easy and is the most efficient position to be in when fighting anybody. But in this case, I've got the upper hand, therefore I need to play my card as it's dealt. I need to maximize my positioning. So that's what happens here. Even if you would react even quicker, you'll not be able to actually hit, well, it'll be extremely hard to hit me with a grenade launcher. So then again, that's another weakness of the grenade launcher if you're fighting people at high ground. which this game is very beautifully designed, and this map is very beautifully designed because there is a lot of high ground, low ground, and there's a lot of middle ground as well. It's just a matter of how you play the position. Here I just go back, I go 3,500. Well, take another camp because, oop, almost died. Yeah, take another camp because I had the extra HP. I was beside that. I didn't think anybody would just come to contest, so two weapon damage, 1 crit, because that's what we have money for. And then, so as I said, guys, this game I'm playing a bit more aggro just because because of the decisions I've made early game, it's allowing me to play kind of this aggro and maximize the potential of my gun, because my gun is a very long range. So if I turbo push the minions in, as I'm still being wary of until I see their position, I can actually hit the tower and be effective from a long range. And if they want to come, let them come. Get them here again. If you look at my positioning, I'm not out in the open here. I'm not standing here in between the tower and just wait. I'm not standing here between the tower and the wall to hit the inhibitor. I'm taking cover because what I can see here, I can see at almost 180-degree angle what's in front of me, and I've got minions behind me to offer me that rest of the view on the minimap, because if an enemy gets spotted by the minions, it's going to be shown on the minimap, therefore for me to know. So by being behind this tower, I can't get hit from the back. Just take the inhib, somebody beside me. So if you look how I'm playing this is I'm taking advantage of the third person here, playing against the grenade launcher up close. He gets the upper hand, but he came in with low HP. Just trying to, outplaying. Don't panic, stay chill. Pretend I'm running away. And his mistake that he didn't stay behind tower. So very, very big mistake there that he went out in the open. He should have just stayed beside the tower and take cover, take a hit, take cover, take a hit, take cover, because I was out in the open, so the positions have switched, so he could have had the upper hand there. Let's go to 2x speed. And then here I'm most likely just going back, and because I don't have any HP, 2k gold. It's enough for an upgrade. Weapon level 3. So if you see as well, I'm also just doing the way, like, in terms of the order that I'm buying the items, I'm doing them as the first video that I've made with the builds. So if you've not seen that, check that out, because I show the strongest builds out there. So now, because I've made all these good decisions in the early game, I'm in a very good position to essentially, well, as you just saw here, literally 1v2 people, because I've got the upper hand in terms of positioning, and I've got the upper hand in terms of gold and resources. So their mistake, they're out in the open versus a laser, both of them, and then just kill them quickly. Let's get the speed 2x, see what we do. Try and get that tower off there from this. I'm wasting a bit of time, but the reason why I'm taking that tower is because if that tower remains there, it's just gonna slow down my minion wave, and I want my minion wave as far pushed as possible. Try and fight this guy. Quite bad aiming from me there. Waiting, so he knows that I'm not chasing. Well. And then I see him on the minimap here, so because I see him on the minimap here, and then this minion is here, and I'm here, therefore that means that he's created a lot of distance from me. Therefore this means that he's actually retreating there. So as he's retreating, and then also Old Man Smithers is coming in as well, that means that I can actually get him, because I'm running a long range gun. So if he's actually going through here, when I peek now, I'm going to spot him and I'm able to chase him. But old man Smithers was there, so very good for him that he got himself into that position to actually get the kill. But even if he wasn't there, he wouldn't have anywhere to run, because I see him on the minimap, and I would have seen him from the minion as well, so I would see his direction, where he's actually heading, and I'm able to chase him essentially, because I'm running a long range gun, he's running a grenade launcher, he's only effective up close. Since I'm beside the right lane, I'm just going to continue to push, don't want to waste any more time. Almost got the guy. Get some minions, I think I'm going back here. No. So if you look to what I just did here, if you look closely, these are the things that are going to set you apart. These little details. So I'm getting covered here, and look what I do with the camera. Look what I do with the camera. I'm not yet in sight of him, but I can still see him because I'm using the third person 100% the potential that it has. So I can actually see him, have his position, start lock. All I just need to do is ADS on his head. As you see, I'm actually able to more accurately target lock him, as if I didn't know his position. And he just died from the minion, which is unlucky. So everything is good. I'm not really concerned on the left side yet, because nobody's really pushing on the left side. There was just them people on the right side. I've got mid pushed with super minions, so I don't need to focus on mid now anyway, because the minions will do the job. The minions will keep the wave pushed. So if the wave is pushed, they can't achieve anything. They can't get tower on. They're just farming, and because they're farming and the minions are strong as well, therefore it takes longer for them to kill them. So I can maximize this time elsewhere, because the minions are doing the job to keep them there, because if they leave, they're going to get pressured. One, get their Nexus towers HP chopped off, and they're going to be losing essentially minions, because my minions are going to be going to their tower. Their tower is going to kill my minions, so if they're not there to pick up the gold, then they're losing on gold. So they have to be there, they have to defend. So what I do next is just go on to another lane where they're not, and it takes the longest amount for them to actually come. So I could go right as well. That's also an argument. But because I've already killed tier 1 here, and then I push tier 2, let's say they take 2 more waves of minions or whatever, the lane is about to tier 1, and then it's quicker for them to actually rotate from this point to tier 2, and them being in a much safer position than them rotating to tier 1. So I'm pretty sure I go left here. I should go left anyway if I don't. But yeah, I do. Pushing with Old Man Smithers. Old Man Smithers has been playing really well this game as well. If you look, just wait until I'm pressing tab. Oh, there we go. Let me see if I actually get this. There we go. So if you look at the minions, this is what the way that we've been playing early game has set us up to this point. Look at the goal difference. We have 14k, and the rest have 8.6, 9.4, 8.8. So that is, you know, almost, well, between 5 and 6k gold, which is a lot. 5-6k gold is literally a full item, level 1, 2, 3 combined. So that is a lot of more power that I have. And even Old Man Smithers, if you look at the farm, like I've got 93 with 10, and then Old Man Smithers got 65. They got 21, 33, 44. Actually, Gek is doing quite alright as well, but he doesn't have kills. But you know, the rest, like that's why it's very important to making a reference to my previous video, and 2 videos ago, that's titled Gold Farming Simulator, how to make infinite gold actually, which I show you why it's important to how to farm properly, farm efficiently, and to be greedy when it comes to resources, like steal minions, steal kills, steal all the resources, get them on yourself, because at the end of the day, if 2 people are the same level and one of them thinks he's the best and one of them is just playing on autopilot, this guy here is going to win, because he's got the mentality. He wants all the resources, he knows that he can do it, he believes that he can do it, therefore he's manifesting that he can do it, and is able to tip the scale in his favor. So essentially, this is what we go to, and then from this point on we can snowball. I mean, they've got no chance. Where me and Smithers are so ahead that even if it's a 2v3, like they can't really do anything, and their builds aren't really like helping it either, because a long range weapon is again way more effective at pushing than a grenade launcher. Yes, they can clear, but they can't clear infinitely, and they're bound to get out of position and be in a bad position for me to take advantage of. So again, I'm still being wary here, even though I'm ahead. If we look, I'm still looking left and right because I don't want to get ganked. You know, I don't want to die for nothing. So if I'm wary that, and I'm anticipated that I'm gonna get flanked, essentially I'm gonna be ready and I've got a mental plan for that scenario. Yeah, so I decide here that's not really worth going into their base, to be honest. I just want to get, because the minions, if we look at the minions, I was like, okay, so this is an advanced thing that I do here. So if we look, why didn't I go left and where then I go right? Well, if we look at the minions, I have no minions on the left side, so there's no point of me going to the left side. But on the right side, I'm only one wave away of actually being close to the tower. So these things are extremely important for you to recognize them early, because let's say I didn't recognize this, I didn't look at the minimap, I went to the left lane, I would be like, oh, I got no minions. So then I'm going to go all the way back to the right side where I do have minions, and then that's wasted like 30 seconds. 30 seconds I can pull out like 2000 damage on the turret if I continuously hit it. Let's get the tower here quickly. Minions. If you see how I'm playing here, like another important detail, I'm playing with cover. Even though it's minions, I'm kind of like, this low ground is offering me cover just to barely hit them, and them not kind of like, well, they're registering them there, but like I'm in a way better position for like to headshot them and stuff. So like again, play with the high ground, play with the cover when it comes to minions, so you don't lose unnecessary HP as well, which I'm a bit guilty for in the latest videos. I activated my ability here because nobody's really here, but they kind of were. So unless he's actually hitting me, then he's not really effective with a grenade launcher. So again, it's a really high ceiling weapon. Even up close, it's really hard to play with grenade launcher. And like the better that you get with, this was actually fun. Let's watch this in normal speed. I'm so surprised I actually got the kill here. This is actually quite well played for me. I aimed quite well. This was actually like pretty powerful gank. I was not expecting for the second one to come behind me. There we go. Bang, bang, bang. Gotta be proud of these moments as well. When you actually play, okay? In my mind I was like, oh, it's nice. Yeah, I mean, from this point onwards, it doesn't really matter what we do. I don't want to make the video too long. It doesn't really matter what we do, so I'm just gonna stop the video here because they can't really come back from this. We're two ahead, me and Smithers. So, like, as you can see from the goal, we have just more gold than all of them three combined. So they can't really come back from this. Well, they could, but it's just very, very hard. And Smithers played it well as well, so we were able to double team to get the win. So I think I ended up with how many kills did I end up with? I ended up with 24 and 1 kill. So I mean, I like to play all the guns that I like playing. There's only one gun that I don't really like playing. It's the pulse rifle. Not my thing, but you know, Husky FPS plays that a lot. There are some people that do enjoy that game. Just not my cup of tea. Maybe I'll play in one video just to see how we do. But anyway, so again, this is the most important thing. Like early game in MOBA, MOBA games are early game is the most important thing. If you calculate your decisions and you play your cards right in the early game sets you up for mid game, which ultimately sets you up for late game. So if you play and able to gain a lead and an advantage in early game, you're able to snowball off that small lead and compound that lead into, again, like create that snowball effect. And if you keep playing your cards right and you're being consistent in your decisions throughout the whole game, there's no chance for the opponents to catch up with you. This applies to any game that you play, Dota, League of Legends. You get that lead, that early game lead, and you're able to consistently abuse the advantage that you have. Abuse, it's, probably not the correct word here, but you get what I mean. If you're able to take advantage of the lead that you have and don't fuck up, essentially, then that sets you up mid game, late game, and sets you up for that win. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video, which don't know what's going to be yet, but I hope you liked it. So see ya.